Hi, it's Janice Thompson from jazzledazzlecraft.co.uk. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator and I work in Scotland. And today I've come on, I'm taking part in a Bloghop for scrapbooking. Now, I've been watching scrapbooking for a while. I've wanted to have a go, but I never have. And I'm jumping in at the very deep end and taking part in a Bloghop. That's just a bit crazy, but that's the way I roll. So I because I agreed to take part in it, then I needed to get my act together and come up with something. Now, the theme for the Bloghop is brand new. So from that, I'm taking it to mean that it's our brand new annual catalogue is out, so I'm going to use brand new products in it and I'll talk to you about them as we go. Also, what's brand new to me is for the very first year I have a peony rose that has flowered. So I have these photographs. I've got these 3 photographs. Quite excited about them, about it finally flowering. Because I've tried to grow peony roses since I moved to this house 12 years ago, and finally I've got one that worked. So do you know, they're not really that hard to grow. I think I don't really know what the problem's been here, because I've got all sorts of other things growing in the garden. But anyway, we've started, and for this year the plant had three flowers on it, and I've been watching them. I've even been taking photographs from when the buds first appeared. I've been quite excited, and because it's during lockdown I've had more time to just be present and appreciate them. But I thought it would be quite good to use them as a focal point for a scrapbook page. I'm totally into flowers. I'm into floral photography, although these are not what you would call particular. I just quickly took these with my phone. They're not particularly great photos, but for me they'll remind me. So kind of looked at them, because I'm using brand new. I'm going to introduce the new Magenta Madness in here, although this is more of a cerise. Although if you look in the highlight bits, it is quite like the Magenta Madness there, which is one of our new colours. I'm using this sheet from our peony sheet. As you see, I've already had a go at colouring in, and I do have another piece that's not been coloured in if I decide I'd rather use it. And I've brought in, what I've done already before I came on is I've played about with some different bits of card. So I brought in this stripes from the, what's it called? My brains are not, that's it, Forever Flourishing Sweet. The papers in it are just quite delicious. Yeah, Forever Greenery Designer Series paper. I was looking at this one because it kind of reflects the yellow green in there. I might even just, I can't decide, that's my problem, I can't decide. I wonder whether to cut a strip of that and then narrow that in as well and bring all the greens in. Although the yellowy green is in there. I think that's more like Pear Pizzazz, I think. I don't know, I keep changing my mind. So is it, I mean, that's just too... Although it's not, you know. So hard to decide, isn't it? I actually think this will work. So I'm looking at a kind of a... Where's the square one going? I had one of the photos is square, so I kind of thought... I just thought I'd share the process that I'm thinking about here and the layout that I'm thinking. As I say, I'm not a scrapbooker as such. I've not done it before. Right, that flowers up that way, but I've watched, I've been looking, but I've just never had the time. But with lockdown, I actually think that's really effective. And I really never knew what I was going to do with that. And then I thought I would use some So I wonder if I could bring in this strip somewhere. No, I'm going to take that out altogether, do something else with that. I think what I'm going to do, I've got a 12, I don't have much 12 by 12 paper, but I've got this Sahara Sand. I think I'll glue this on just so that it's got a bit of support. And then I'm thinking of doing a bit of stamping and die cutting to come out from there. It's all about what, you know, it's a memory for me of these beautiful flowers, and I don't even know if I want those stripes in there anymore. It's too hard. Yeah, I think I'll leave them in because it's bringing in more greens. Because I was wanting to bring in just jade, so I'm going to do some of the die cut some of the leaves from the flourishing, whatever they're called now, I've forgotten. What do you call it? Forever Flourishing. I've got lots of that, so I was thinking maybe we could have some greenery. I've also I'm going to stamp the big peony and see how I get on and do something along that sort of thing. So I will be doing this video in parts, so it will be a bit jumpy because I'll go off and do the die cutting and then I'll stick it together. Yeah, I think I'm going to leave it at this designer series paper. Because at first I did think I would use the Peony Suite, although I'm definitely going to use a stamp from the prize Peony set, but the colours just didn't work with the cerise pink, and these are too strong, so I'm thinking that works better. What do you think? Maybe someone who's watching is a scrapbooker. So obviously I wasn't able to do this live because it is going to be a Bloghop, and the first time it should be seen as on the Bloghop, so I'm thinking that might work quite well. My peony rose is growing through my Pyrrhus plant, which is quite good, but that's sort of starting to fade back now, so anyway. But I'm going to stop the video here and I'll come back on when I've maybe glued some of this down and got some of this cut out ready to let you see. You will be viewing this after the Bloghop has gone live. Okay, so I have glued the paper down. I made a smaller strip of that paper. I don't even know what width, it was just like a piece that I had left over from another project. So I've stuck it onto the Sahara Sand, just simply because now I can lift it up and move it around without it getting floppy. And I've matted the photos that I want to use. And I'm still looking to do the 2, the 3 and the 1 like that. But, and I did say earlier I was going to do some die cutting, but do you know what I forgot? We've got these absolutely brand new Forever Gold Speciality paper, and look, complete leaves here. A big fern, another big leaf, and some other bits, and it's all gold on one side. It's white on the other, so you could ink up the other side if you wanted to use it. And now I think there are, how many sheets? Yeah, there's 3 sheets of each. So there's 1, 2, 3 of these, and then I'm just going to try and let you see. Whoops. 1, 2, 3, so yeah, let you see. The other one, I'm just using a tissue to, the other one, there's 3 of these and there's 6 panels, which are, it's just beautiful. These panels are too small to be used along with these photos, but I think they will be most useful in card making and scrapbooking. But I'm certainly going to use some of these, and not die cut. I'm just going to show these off because they're gorgeous in the foil. And then there's these gorgeous brand new doilies in the catalogue, square doilies. How about that? They're vellum. So what I was starting to do, and then I remembered that I was supposed to be filming, just making sure that I am still filming. Yes, I am. As I say, this is going to be a bit jumpy for you, but so I've got the Magenta Madness, and I'm only going to use a corner to show on this, so I'm just bringing up the colour on the vellum with the finger dauber. Obviously just need to give a wee bit of time to dry. I don't need to go all the way around this one because I know that I'm going to just do it on the bottom corner, kind of like that. So I need to you could use this as a stencil as well. This doily is ever so pretty. So that shows up really nicely against the green, and it brings in the pinky colour. So I just get another one. I'll get another doily. Okay, so what I had to stop again. Right, so we're ready to go again. So I need another doily inked up like that one. I'm going to put that one at that corner. I've looked at lots of layouts, but I'm not actually copying a sketch or anything. I'm just making this up. Because paper crafting, right? And it's for pleasure, right? So I just see where this takes me. But I've got loads of things I'd like to document this way. Just getting the colour on around that corner there. Right, I think that's going to be plenty. And I'll put these two, whoops, to dry. A bit. Oops. Close the ink just now. Right, I think I'll just use my snail to put the doily on. I think this is the first one that I did. So I'll just put some snail on the bottom corner of this picture. I just want it sticking out a wee bit, just to give a wee bit of accent and interest. Of course she stuck it on the wrong side, hasn't she? That was the reason I used my snail, was because then it would come off easily. That's not very straight, is it? I'll start again. At least the snail allows me to lift it. Let's try and just make it even here. So I'm using these two holes there as a wee guide. That's better. So that's going to be sitting there. That's actually nice. It shows up on that paper. I'm going to have really pink fingers, haven't I? Right, and so if I glue that flat, and then I'll use dimensionals for this one, and I'll be able to fit the leaves underneath. I've been trying to think of maybe a journaling card or something to put in, maybe put in this corner. Just, you know, this has been my sort of, what's brought me some moments of joy during lockdown. Right, so this one is that way, so I want it on that corner. So let's just put some snail. Make sure you can see what I'm doing here. Tomorrow I'm filming this on Monday of the week that you'll see it, and tomorrow my new double-sided tape's coming, the one that's brand new in the catalogue. Just having to be a bit careful here because I don't want that to stick to my photograph. So I am just going to stick these two down with wet glue, which is our multi-purpose glue by Tombow. It's a wee bit clogged, it doesn't want to come out, but that'll be fine. I'm just doing eyesight here, I'm not doing any deep measuring, careful measuring, just what looks okay to me. Because at the end of the day, this is for my pleasure. I'm actually so excited with myself that I've made a start. And to raise this up, I am going to use, well, I use dimensionals. I'm going to use one of these. I did have a scrap of it lying somewhere, but I don't know where it is now. I'm going to use these new foam adhesive squares that we've got. You can actually die cut these as well. So you can have, we've got new lettering set. So I just want a square, so I'm just going to cut myself a wee, I'm just checking. I did have a scrap somewhere, but it's escaped. So let's just get some old scissors. I just want a square for it in the middle of that, because I'm going to tuck things underneath it. So yeah, I like that. Now I'm just going to play. And these are just such beautiful products we've got here. Wow, so let's just get this big fern out. They are quite substantial, and that's quite good because that picks up the fern that's in the paper that I've used. I'll just take out a few of these leaves, and then we'll have some fun building something up here. See what I mean? You could ink the back. Might just do some with some ink on. Some solid leaves as well. Oh, it doesn't want to come. Come on. It is shiny on the back, so you need to be careful if you are inking. This one looks nice too. Let's see, I don't really know. Making it up as I go along, but that's not a bad thing, is it? These look a wee bit like peony buds. Maybe I'm stretching it, but do you know, if you use your imagination, just taking their time to come out, just because they're quite fittery. That's a technical word, fittery. I think it's a Scottish word. Righty, let's see if that's enough just now. We can always get more out if we need more. Let's just support that onto the board and then just carefully lay that aside just now. They are fragile, so you do need to be a bit careful. So let's have a wee looky. I just thought that they would add a bit of interest. Whoops, I think I'll use the big fern up here. Oh yeah. Maybe I don't want too much, maybe just some bits. Maybe don't want to take away from that fern. Let's just put some glue on the back of here and pop it in. And then if we do anything else, it'll be on top. So I've got a delivery tomorrow, and as I say, it's got the new glues. It's called, oh gosh, I can't remember. Something seal. My brain has had it. Just let's get a bit of glue on this and I'll have a look. It looks good, and the roll holds a lot more than the snail does. Just enough glue there just to stop it from falling out. Oh, that's lovely, isn't it? I'm just winging it here. I just do what looks nice to me, what pleases my eye. And hopefully if it pleases my eye, it'll please somebody else's. These leaves are divine. A blob of glue there, but that'll be okay. Just slide it on there. And let's pop this one in. So what, has everyone got a copy of the new catalogue? If you're in the UK or any of the European countries that we trade in, that Stampin' Up! Trade in, which is Germany, Austria, France, and the Netherlands. Just going to put some glue on some of these. Sorry, my brain and I'm thinking about what I'm doing and then trying to talk doesn't always work. I can certainly send you one if you live in any of the European countries that we trade in. That's just sort of layered up. That's quite nice. Don't want that to move. It'll just take a moment to catch there. I don't actually think I want to do a whole lot more there, to be honest. I want to make a wee journaling, kind of a wee title for up there in a journaling card, I think, for here. But for the moment, that's fine for me at the moment. What do you think? I've got this other wee bit as well, maybe using it, I don't know. Let's poke it in there too. Less is more, but more is more too. It's only going to get damaged if it gets left lying on my desk, so it might as well be in a project. There we go. So yeah, that's me. So again, I'm going to stop the video while I think about, you know, any other wee bits that I might put in here. But there's the doilies. They're just beautiful. That's worked really well. And the gold, that's just gorgeous. I love it. So I think I might just have a wee title, something up here, and a wee journaling card here just to write something about my memory, since this is a lockdown memory for me. I've watched these grow, really. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. If you go over to my blog, jazzledazzlecraft.co.uk, you will see pictures of this, and you'll see how I finished it off. Just going to maybe leave it. I might put the picture at the beginning of this video to see how it's finished, but I'm not going to film anymore. It will just be a wee card or something, and maybe the word peonies or something like that. I'm not quite sure. I need to think about it. Maybe see if I can find a bit of something deep and meaningful about peonies. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. Please subscribe. Please share this with anyone you think might be interested in our Stampin' Up. And I hope you can see that even if you're not into card making, that our products are fabulous for scrapbooking and journaling. Thanks for your time. Take care. See you next time. Bye.